Now that your girl's recording, we can jump right into the next damn reaction, shall we? So we watched a lot of victims videos before, and we'll be talking about something else after this. I gotta remind myself to make sure it is that I do that for the Mermaid Live channel. So the victims of Blueface, and I like the fact it is that well, Blueface is in jail right now, for violating his probation, and Miss Chrisean Rock, besides the fact that she's getting sued for putting her hands on, I think his name is James. It's James something. Um, within recent timing. So both of them two goofy motherfuckers is just quiet. And I am enjoying the fact that is that they are quiet because I already know for a fact the moment Blueface gets out of jail, which is supposed to be in July or something like that. I think July 2nd. Um, everything is just gonna be, you know, so the world is healing, right? you know? Hopefully the baby gets peace away from both. We shall see, bro. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The victims of Blueface. Let's get into this damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
There are very few rappers more comfortable in controversy than Blueface. As a matter of fact, it's the only thing that keeps him relevant long after his buzz over his music subsided. Every time this man opens his mouth, steps out of the house, or hops onto social media, chaos could erupt at any minute. And over the years, this has damaged the lives and reputations of rappers, girlfriends, innocent bystanders, and even businesses that were forced to close down after run-ins with the bleeded rapper.
Oh yeah. I think that's the reason why he's in probation,
and even
because
businesses
of that.
that were
So rapper Blueface must pay up to 13 million to shuttered Vegas strip club after shooting. I think this is the reason to why it is that he's gotten incarcerated. Oh, well, he got probation because of this incident, and then he violated his probation. So here's the thing about with LA and their I guess a penal system is that LA's jail system is completely flooded with people. So even though it is he may be released out in July, there may be a chance it is that he gets out sooner because of overcrowding within jails. This is a problem, a major problem where is you got to be like, listen, the jails is getting overpopulated. That's a bit of a problem that California has, but then again, California's judicial system is kind of skewed when it comes down to this. But for him, Blueface kind of deserves it. But so this incident happened with the shooting, has to pay 13 million, and then on top of that too, Blueface is now filed. I think he filed for bankruptcy. So bankrupt, paying 13 mil, having to do these Zeus shows and everything like that. And then on top of that, too, you have a girlfriend like Chrisean. Well, I can't say girlfriend, but I'll say baby mama for safe measures. A baby mother as Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock, who is sitting there being destructive, can't keep her hands to her damn self to anybody. And then on top of that, too, just making a fool out of herself is costing this man more money, more millions of dollars. So he, at this rate, besides the bankruptcy, he's swimming in a lot of debt, plus in jail. That's not looking too good. So that means it is the baby mothers that he has, or the family members, whatever, has to hold down the fort. Chrisean, even though that she says she's working on projects, I'm gonna say that she's not equating to that amount of money because she used to be on Zeus. Now she's not on Zeus anymore. And Jaden, which I actually don't have a problem with Jaden. Jaden's not cool. I mean, Jaden's cool. I just think it is she's a little goofy for, being with Mr. Jonathan Porter for as long as she did and having 2 kids with him. But I can't find a reason for me to not like her other than the fact of, being stuck on stupid for him, but
forced to close down after run-ins with the bleeded rapper. My name is Luesta, and today we're looking at the many victims of Blueface. Starting off with Lil Baby, who he got into it with over a rumor that his ex-girlfriend Chrisean Rock had with the rapper. Blueface felt like they were getting too close at one point, which he expressed during an Instagram live.
I think you be letting too many rap niggas be in your face. Who that picture? On my Twitter, in your face.
It was little baby, but it wasn't like,
Right?
it wasn't even like that.
Oh, baby.
We was talking about you.
Obviously, fans were skeptical that Baby would want anything to do with Rock, but BlueFace
Absolutely.
kept dragging him further and further into his web. Alongside a screenshot of an alleged text exchange between Rock and Baby, Blue put him on blast and threatened him in the process, writing, "Met my girlfriend one time talking about he big brother. You ain't no son to me. The truth could never be this. I run this shit. Be mad if you want to. Post my messages. Anything come through my territory without checking in, welcome to death row." Despite all of his tough talk, Baby wasn't scared. Instead,
Right.
he decided to respond by dissing him in an unreleased snippet of a new track, where he said, "Put 100 up a million times. The fuck is a BlueFace?" In response, BlueFace went on the offensive once again, taking aim at Baby for his close ties to billionaire Michael Rubin, who has been pictured hugging the rapper on numerous occasions.
Little baby thought he knew me. How you let another grown man fill up on your booty? Couldn't be me. Boy, I am not a hoochie. You niggas really in the street. I ain't really in the streets.
Rather than respond again to this diss, or
But you're in jail though. But you're in jail. How you gonna talk? Boy, you in jail where it is niggas do that shit on a day-to-day basis, boy. Stop all that.
or BlueFace making a ridiculous claim that Baby was the father of he and Chrisean's child, Baby decided that he gave the whole thing too much of his time, and took to Twitter to set the record straight. I ain't with all of this trolling stuff. I be laughing at certain stuff, but aight now, stop playing. I ain't never tried to talk to no Chrisean. Please stop attaching my name to that. I saw her at a party and I told her some real shit. She know I never tried to talk to her. I know I bring attention, but Chrisean even trolling about a child and stuff is too far. Once he set
Yeah.
the record straight, Chrisean co-signed what Baby had to say and emphasized that the whole thing was created in Blue's mind. See, he finally said it. Facts. Told y'all, I've been attached to this name because my baby daddy insecure as hell. As Lil Baby learned firsthand, getting involved with the human roller coaster that is the bond between Chrisean and Blue can take some unexpected turn. And for Coi Leray, getting too close to this situation led her to having to distance herself from BlueFace completely. Back in 2021, it was previously revealed that Coi Leray and BlueFace were getting to know each other, and there was even video footage of them getting a little intimate. But after that, they seemed to go their separate ways without any major incident, until Chrisean decided that she had to let Coi know what was up, and this led to Leray getting assaulted in front of some of her peers, just for her connection to Blue. According to Chrisean, Coi was trying to get in between herself and BlueFace, so in Rock's mind, she had to be put in her place.
I thought she wanted to do a collab with some music, but really she was just trying to out me out the plan and bag my nigga and some bullshit. And I'm like, you can have yo, I just want the verse. It's just we fell out because she wanted what she wanted. She had a hidden agenda when she hung out with me. When I seen her, you can ask anybody that was right there. Nigga, I took my phone, I'll buy a new one. I threw that bitch at her face. What are you doing? She just wants to sit in my face and smile. I don't know what it was, but I ain't give a fuck what it was.
Because of the constant infidelity on Blue's part and the paranoia that Chrisean felt as a result, it meant that Coi
This nigga Blue, boy. It's been about 2 weeks since I cheated. I think I'm gonna go for 3. She's worth it. This, when I say it is, when you talk about somebody of a troll, BlueFace is definitely that, boy. A troll, a manipulator, a gaslighter, all that other shit. Which is why I'm always just confused on why is these women. I mean, I know why, but it's these women that is just sitting here and just allowing the behavior, allowing him to just kind of be this, and then feeding into the gaslight every single fucking time he opens his mouth, bro. Like, after a while, you gotta realize it is like that shit is just not love, gang. But unfortunately, if somebody comes from a low level, like have some insecurities or have low self-esteem and stuff like that, or just comes from a family where it is that they just didn't have that level of love before, it's unfortunate it is that people do this. And of course, you don't have to be a famous person to go through something like this. There's a lot of people who are just regular people that go in situations like this and think it is that it's love, but in reality it's being love bombed and levels of abuse and all formalities. So I don't just see the hype within this nigga, bro. Like, I just don't. I don't see what these women be fighting over for this nigga, bro. But then again, like, hey, it ain't me, so it couldn't be me. So it is what it is.
infidelity on Blue's part and the paranoia that Chrisean felt as a result, it meant that Coi ended up getting attacked. But when it comes to those who've suffered at the hands of the Tatiana MC, there's an argument to be made that there really is no bigger victim than Chrisean Rock herself.
She put herself in it.
Now, I could give
She
you
put
a
herself in
blow by
it.
blow.
I'm sorry. In the beginning, it was kind of, I understand, but after a while, you gotta realize it is that, like, every time it is she bitches about, she goes on live, bitches about, like, oh, Blue did this, Blue did that, this, and this. Oh, he's a bitch. Oh, he's a bitch ass nigga. Oh, he did this and this. He don't claim my dad. Oh, and first and foremost, Chrisean, Miss Chrisean. After that man posted up your newborn son's hernia slash private parts, you should have already been locked this nigga up. You should have pressed charges. You should have stand 10 toes down and go ahead and be like, all right, cool. I'm done with the situation. I'm never talking to this nigga ever again. We'll just go through the court system. He's still able to see his son, you know, all of that. You should have did that. The fact is that you doubled down, went back to this nigga. You got the neck tattoo of him covered up just to go ahead and tattoo your face with this nigga again. The third time it is that you put this nigga's face on your body. Now, but this time it is your face. And Chrisean, I just hate this because of the fact Chrisean was very pretty, very gorgeous girl. She's not ugly girl. She just, her personality, her attitude, and the things it is that she do is what makes her ugly. And it's like, girl, after a while, you put yourself as being a victim. So I don't have no sympathy for her anymore. I'm pretty sure it is between myself and like a whole bunch of other people. We're just like, dang, she's a little likable. She's crazy as shit, but she's a little likable. And then now we're just like, nah, gang, you be lying a lot. You be doing a lot of shit where it's just like, especially now it is that she put that tattoo on her face. That was the last straw for me. I'm like, yeah, nah, you done. You done. Get back with this nigga after all that shit. Yeah, foolish.
Account of their relationship and its many turbulent moments. But I would need another hour of ranting to get that off. From scuffles in public, cheating allegations, and not even being present while she was giving birth to their baby, BlueFace and Chrisean Rock have been at each other's necks for years. They first started dating back in 2020 after she became a huge star on his Blue Girls Club TV show that used to air on his OF account. She gained popularity for being an absolute menace, as she got into it with other women on the show and acted erratically on so many different occasions. However, her fame and popularity skyrocketed once her and Blue officially became an item, but for all the wrong reasons. Not only would he constantly publicize her chaotic behavior for the world to see, just so he can gain more clicks and attention, but the ways he mistreated her are so severe that just talking about them could literally put this video's monetization at risk. As was the case with this video we did on BlueFace about 2 months ago. What most accurately shows the effect that getting involved with BlueFace has had on Rock's life is in the pictures of her before she met him. Back then,
Like,
she was a
look at how gorgeous she is when she was doing track. You know, I'm pretty sure that she probably still had somewhat of those crazy behaviors then, but it probably wasn't as bad as what it was now. But she was gorgeous. Like, absolutely positively gorgeous. She did not have to put them damn tattoos on her body. I mean, I'm not against tattoos because I'm trying to get more. I'm trying to get some more tattoos. But you putting a tattoo of a nigga that doesn't claim you. You don't rock with you like that. This man actually hates you. And you've put damn near 10 tattoos of this man on your entire body, including with your face. You used to be a gorgeous girl. Had a bright future, was in college doing track and all that. Then you just had to meet this nigga. And then your life went to hell afterwards. And now I got a baby by him. Man, this is nothing makes me more sad than just seeing somebody get their life fucked up by a Dusty. And I'm gonna have to say, BlueFace is a Dusty with money. Just because it is you may be a 10%er or maybe even a 2%er, that doesn't escape away the dustiness, bro. Like that money has dust particles on that shit. You know what I mean? So this is it's depressing to see what happened to her.
athlete who had prospects. And since then, the difference is so wild that every time old pictures of her pop up, social media can't believe what happened. Even though they've been apart for a while now, they still often find themselves in the news. And it's evident that Chrisean has been deeply affected by their past together. This is seen in her frequent alcohol use and the public arguments they have, which are often showcased on social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter. As it turns out, Blue's issues with women are deep-rooted, to the point that even his own mom has experienced the brunt of his anger and resentment. During his childhood, Blue was the subject of endless custody battles between his parents, and at some point, things soured between himself and his mother. A while back, his mother, Carlissa Saffold, revealed that she had been attacked by Chrisean.
So, a little bit of backstory about with Blueface's mom. She used to be one of those video vixens back in the day. Like she was very pretty, very, very, very pretty, and I can understand that. But she does a little bit too much talking for me, you know. And unfortunately, Blueface seen a lot of different men coming through in and out of the house, and plus with custody battles and everything like that. So it's just like, girl. And what kills me is that she talks about how like, oh, like these certain rappers, they was trying to get with me, like Shaq and 50 Cent and this, and this. It's like, look who it is that you got a fucking baby by. And then look at how he turned out to be. He's like, okay, they'll be back together soon. They already are. Yo, what's good, King Ace? How you doing, gang? How you feeling? Welcome on in.
A while back, his mother, Carlissa Saffold, revealed that she had been attacked by Chrisean. At the time, she showed off the after effects of the assault and basically said that it would be the end of their time together. All I know is my mom will never bring that person around my family ever again in life, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think so too.
Carry on.
I think so too. You like Zanny, you bring up a very good point. When it comes down to this, when a man has deep rooted issues with women, it usually stems from his mother. And I have that theory of any man who has any grievances towards his mother could never be a good partner, nor could be a good father to children, especially when it comes down to having girls at that, because there's a disconnect that he does not have. And seeing that firsthand, and especially experiencing coming across men that are like that, is just, you just don't want to even put yourself within that situation, because it's too many deep rooted issues. Them niggas be a lot more emotional than most men that I've seen. So at this rate, when it comes out to stuff like this, you need to be far away from men that is who have issues like with like a mother figure, because a mother is supposed to be the person to love you first. So she did set him up for failure. I will agree with that. But again, with situations like that, what's up, Crimson? With situations like that, like you have to, unfortunately, you just gotta be careful. I've seen their connection though. Rock brings out a certain side out of Blue. I agree with that. But I feel Jaden brings out a completely different side out of Blue that Chrisean never could be able to do. I mean, as far as he's been on and off with that girl, Jaden, she has been like that. I won't say ride or die, because I feel like that ride or die trope is just being foolish, but she's been in the picture for a very long time. So, and she's been solid to this nigga, and he's not been solid to her. So I have to call a spade a spade. She may come from a family issues where, like, maybe the father's not present, and then he comes from a family issue where he has issues with his mother. When you coexist with stuff like that, and y'all bonding over like the trauma it is that y'all experience, it's a recipe for disaster. And unfortunately with Chrisean, I believe the mother was on drugs, and then I think it was both of them, that the father and the mother was on drugs, and it's kind of in and out and like being incarcerated and stuff like that. So it's a recipe for a disaster.
Other than taking his mom's side, Carlissa has been shunned by Blueface time and time again.
How about your relationship with your mom? Like, is she happy for y'all?
Oh man, fuck that lady. I don't have a mom. She's weird, she's strange. I don't know what her motive is, her angle. I don't know what she's trying to accomplish with her outreaches and whatever she does. I really don't care for her. She's not in my best interest, so what can I do with that?
Damn. Yeah.
Damn.
Does it make you like sad that
Hell
she's
no.
not involved or?
Nope, not at all. I feel much less stress, much less, microscopic. Somebody like clocking me, so no.
Although he's claimed that they don't have any kind of bond, it hasn't stopped him from going off at her every time she expresses any concern over his behavior. Such as this time he tweeted this in October of 2023, writing, "My mother is a promiscuous person. Been married 3 times, 3 kids by different men, and never married none of them. Only random men she liked with a lot of money so she could divorce and take from them. And at the end of it all, she's sleeping with a bum every night for real. Could never respect her as a woman." Over the years, things between Blue and his family have been continually rocky. At one stage, his sister even released a diss track on him. And that brings us to his issues with a Houston rapper by the name of Young Ro. Signed to Meek Mill's Dream Chasers imprint, Young Ro went online to discuss why he hadn't been making any lavish purchases since he signed, because there were other things
I feel like any mother would be devastated to hear their child talk about them like that. And like, which is why, like, I'm not gonna say it is like, my brother be talking about my mom and some shit, but my brother like to talk back. And that be pissing me off as it is, especially now that like my mom is like getting older and everything like that. Like, you don't want, like, come on, you don't want nobody disrespecting your mom, so you gonna step in regardless, family or not, you know what I mean? It's just like, hey, listen, check yourself. Don't be sitting there saying no shit. Know who the fuck you think you are? If I would say that to a stranger, I'd say that to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't disrespect my mom. So imagine just like, just hearing that gotta be like a punch to the gut. But I have to say this of like some things and some situations to where if you as women, this is something in this as a woman, you have to sit there and be like, okay, maybe I did make the wrong choices. If I'm out here, I got these kids and they're by different fathers, and I can't necessarily keep this man, I can't keep that man. I gotta be sleeping with Dusties in order to feel some type of love and everything like that. That's a telling tale that's something this as a woman you gotta be honest with yourself and be like you don't have the respect within yourself, let alone it is these men to think to have respect for you. You know, this little key what X's ex could have turned out if he made certain decisions. Yeah. As much as me and my mom don't get along, she still got to stand up for it. Which exactly. And I feel like a lot of times with relationships with parents, it can either be made or broken once it is you get of age and be an adult to where you don't see them as just the parent anymore. You see them as who they're just regular person, whatever their first name is, first name, last name is, and you actually look at them and look at the decisions it is that they had no choice but to do. You know, a lot of times with us as women, we have to just make best with what situation is we have, good, bad, or different. And unfortunately, you don't want to come to the realizations of that accountability because, especially when your kid is watching, when your child is watching, or we as children watching our parents or our mother, father make certain decisions. You, of course, now you got questions. You're gonna be like, okay, well, how come it is this, and this? And then when you start coming at somebody and asking those type of questions and they get defensive or emotional, sometimes they get manipulative or gaslight the situation or whatever the case may have you. That's a hard pill to swallow when it comes down to like, I fucked up. I fucked up by doing this, and this, you know? So it really, some situations may be worse than others, but yeah, it's pretty humbling to sit there and say, like, I'm pretty sure we could all feel that way. Like, I'm sure that we all dealt with people before within our past, and now we look back at that, and we're just like, yo, I really ignored these red flags. I can't believe I allowed this person to do this, get away with these things, this, and this. So again, it's accountability thing. But I don't have a child, and some of you guys may or may not have children. So that's another thing of just like, okay, well, all right, at least you gotta look at least it is I didn't come out with this. The situation could have been a lot worse. So now I won't say a level of healing, but just making better decisions moving forward. That's all I could say when it comes down to that.
He had to fix before he could focus on himself.
Why would I walk around with $50,000 worth of jewelry on my neck, and my mama don't got no house? My grandma My grandma's still on dialysis. How I'ma look to them? They just spent 50 on Jerry. It takes like $30,000 for my grandma to get off dialysis. Man, shit crazy. Now I gotta get them right, and then you're gonna see me icing myself up. You're gonna see me walking in designer shoes.
Without any kind of
he
provocation
got his
from
priorities
Ro,
together.
BlueFace decided to shade Ro over his financial situation on his IG story. If you sign a deal and you can't afford 50 for a chain, and 50 to get your granny off dialysis, and another 100 to put down on your mama house, you shouldn't have signed that on Crib. With that kind of talk, it's no surprise that Ro wasn't too happy with BlueFace, and so he took to social media to say that he was looking for Blue's sister after she dropped a diss track towards him. After that, he went on live to ask BlueFace for an explanation.
Speaking on my situation, fuck. Bro, I ain't even the type to get on the internet and scream about what I do you. They got a couple OGs that's watching me, and I refuse to make myself look stupid in front of them, trying to prove a point to you or anybody on the internet.
With Ro just seeming genuinely confused by what went on, it took one of those OGs intervening to bring things to an end. When Ro's label boss Meek reminded them that they were arguing about nothing. Speaking of disputes that seemed like they came out of nowhere and didn't really have a point, this brings me to Blue's trolling of the Island Boys.
Oh God, I forgot about these niggas, bro. These and talk about some weird niggas, bro. I don't I don't want to even touch into the topic of the things it is I've heard about these two niggas, but now they beefing with each other and look like it is like they just been a little bit too close with each other, if you know what I mean. So it's just shit is just weird with them, bro.
Ever since they popped off, the Island Boys have basically been the internet's punching bag. Never one to miss an opportunity to troll or get his name in the headlines, he hopped on live with two notoriously aggressive rappers and did what he does best.
Listen to a real nigga speak. Bro, it's
Come here, bro.
scientifically proved, it's documented that I do gangster shit at all costs, fool. If we look up you, it's scientifically proven that you're a bitch.
While Fly Soulja
Damn.
and Kodiak Red got increasingly angry, BlueFace remained calm and composed as he continued to mock them and claim that they
Manipulation right there. That is manipulation right there, boy. Especially if you can razzle somebody out of their emotions and you're calm, that's straight manipulation.
weren't really about the street life. All the while, fans wondered why he even bothered in the first place, arguing about who got caught doing more crimes. Mankind has come so far. How many mugshots you got? Later, during an appearance on the No Jumper channel, BlueFace cleared up what went down and claimed that it wasn't a problem he created and that it was them who made things personal.
He had DM me, guess he was fucking with the show, watching the show. He just was like doing some fan shit, like, yo, what's up? I see what you doing, I fuck with it, you know. I'm like, yo, that's what's up, bro, I appreciate you, keep tapping in, tuning in. Then he sent me some weird ass DM, like, yeah, your bitch was on Clubhouse fanning out over us. I said, all right. I don't know what reaction he expected out of that, but I'm like, oh, okay, like, that's cool. I don't know why would you DM me that after we, you know, had our moment?
Although Blue has claimed that it was the Island Boys who sparked their beef, the same can't really be said for his incredibly hostile relationship with NLE Choppa. A few years back, Blue and Choppa, who both gained fame through their co-sign of Lyrical Lemonade's Cole Bennett and his YouTube channel, were
didn't they
friendly.
do a song
They even
together?
collaborated on several occasions. But this would all change when Blue decided to shoot his shot at Choppa's baby mama, a story that was relayed directly to Chrisean on live. Choppa's former partner and mother of his child, Marissa Danae, revealed that one night, Blue tried to take her home from the club and was shocked that either her knowing Chrisean or her previous relationship with Choppa wouldn't be an obstacle.
He pulled me to the side. He asked me what my name was. I just told him, like, I'm not interested. You know, I know your baby mom. And I was like, and you know my baby daddy. So he was like, who your baby daddy? And I told him. He was like, so you gonna choose my baby mama over me? And I was like, yeah.
After the revelations came out, Choppa described BlueFace as tender about the rejection, but as always, Blue didn't back down from conflict. NLE been calling my phone all day about his baby mama, but I'm tender. He hopped on that no Riz train, till he seen I had that number, now I'm his Shotta Flow remix friend. Don't call me about no bitch, boy. Not exactly known for backing down either, Choppa followed up and questioned BlueFace's habit of talking about girls like that, responding, keep bullying women, that ain't gonna work for you here, and stop snitching. After all of this went down, there were claims of scheduling a boxing match between the two, but Blue stated that negotiations broke down once Choppa tried to get the fight to happen on his terms.
I already see NLE got cold feet, he talked to his mommy. His mommy was like, I don't think it's a good idea.
Nigga, it's time to squabble up. Nigga, you talking about a negotiation? Nigga, what you want, a Honda Civic? Nigga?
Despite that seeming like the logical conclusion of the beef, Blue has continually trolled him to this day, and it's all along the lines of his former girlfriend, with BlueFace posting, "I know NLE baby mama wanna hit." As you've probably guessed by now, BlueFace doesn't hesitate to target someone's wife, girlfriend, or mother of their child, often hitting below the belt in disputes. And when it came to his feud with Soulja Boy, he brought her into the equation that things really escalated. The beef between Soulja and BlueFace really could have been over before it began. After he was asked whether he thought he could beat the SODMG label owner in a versus, he made it sound like it'd be a breeze. In response, Soulja Boy rightfully pointed out that his catalog is way more stacked.
You go perform Bust Down Tatiana 5 times in a row. Cut it out, nigga. Get to pulling out shit with Yo Gotti.
Yo, them wings is good as hell, Blue. Thank you for letting me know that, you know what I'm saying? But as much as it is, like, Soulja Boy's catalog it's up there. It's up there. I have to give credit when it's due. Soulja Boy literally was like the first one I could think of that was like on YouTube like that. Like, when it came down to when it comes like music being pushed into certain platforms and stuff like that as of today, he was one of the first people to do it. So I can't even talk shit. Soulja Boy, one song clears BlueFace whole catalog. Right, exactly.
Pulling out shit with Game.
Nah, that's not even Glaze. That's not even Glaze. That's not even Glaze. That's not even Glaze. It's the truth. It is the truth. It is the truth. BlueFace just does not. BlueFace doesn't have a catalog like that. He just don't. He just don't, gang. I mean, how many more times it is you gonna perform Tatiana? Like, that's the only song that I could think of it is that he got. You know what I mean? Even Chrisean be performing that damn song and then it's a vibe all the time. Okay, the vibe has been done, Miss Ma'am. You got one song it is that's kind of up there to where kids is like been listening to. Besides, like, you know, TikTok with that other rapper. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. With that white rapper. I can't remember his name. Other than that, like, she don't got no shit, you know? Like, we have to give Soulja Boy credit when it's due.
How many songs I got? Nigga, I got songs with Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent,
Lil Mama, there you go.
Name them. Trey Songz, Omarion, nigga, everybody, nigga, what the fuck? DJ Khaled.
If this was round one of the beef, then it'd be fair to say that Big Draco came away with the W. But BlueFace isn't a man who takes defeat lightly. And soon, he was about to get real savage with it during an explosive Instagram live.
When BlueFace isn't trolling and he actually goes along with the beat or something, he actually can spit. But spit more than Soulja Boy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Soulja Boy clears and will clear every single time. You know? So that's why I'm like, yeah, let's stop that.
What's old about your BM? Sucking my dick. Nigga, I fucked your baby mama the day before your baby shower.
You fucked the bitch, so what, blood?
Hey, there you go. Admit that shit.
No, I'm saying,
Admit
so you
that
fucked,
shit.
so you
Admit
fucked the
that
bitch.
shit.
So you...
Along the way, they accused each other of being snitches before the conversation led to a familiar destination for BlueFace, a celebrity boxing match.
Why we can't just get down me and you, bro?
Oh my God. Bro, when? How you want to do it? You want to box? You want to set up a boxing match? If you the type of nigga who ready to meet up, let's do it tonight.
All right, so let me DM the address, and that's it. Just pull up, nigga.
In the aftermath, people had strong opinions over who came out on top, but most agreed that if it came down to a fight, Draco was unlikely to pick up the win. Soulja can't see BlueFace in a fade. But as it turned out, Soulja Boy wasn't necessarily into fighting one-on-one in the ring. Instead, he wanted to do more permanent damage. And in a now legendary video, Soulja described how he was willing to crash out to get to BlueFace.
Let's die. Let's meet up and die. Let's die ASAP. Let's meet right now. Whenever you see.
See, when this is the type of shit that scares me, boy. When you just have no fear of death, you have no regard for what's about to go down. That man don't care. If somebody goes in, like, let's say for example, two niggas about to squabble, he just like, me for real, stop it. If two niggas about to start fighting and one nigga says, "Alright, fuck it, let's go ahead, let's die tonight." That is the nigga you really should be scared of. You should be scared of that nigga right there. The nigga that goes ahead and just ain't got nothing to do but to be like, "Hey, listen, fuck it. Let's end it all right here." That's a bit scary, gang. That's a bit scary. People forgot who Soldier is because of the fame. Yeah, right,
The
right.
live, just DM me the Addy. We gonna be through there. Let's shoot it up. Let's shoot it out.
Clearly enraged by BlueFace's claims about his baby mama, a since-deleted tweet also made it look like Soulja was about to do something drastic. "You a dead man walking, BlueFace," he declared. "Has someone ever tried you and you just wanted to shoot his ass? Like, fuck all the fighting, I'm finna pop him." This time around, it looks like Blue might have really miscalculated. On top of getting a death threat from Soulja, he's also been sued for defamation by Jacqueline Martinez, which is the baby mama in question. In her suit, she claims that she and Blue had protected sex once in 2018 and never again since. And if she was proven right, it'll prove that BlueFace was completely capping about everything he said to Soulja Boy on Instagram Live. But when it comes to legal battles, this is one of the less daunting ones that he's facing. Because when it comes to BlueFace's victims, they don't come more demanding or vengeful than Contabious Trailer and the Euphoric Club. Back in November of 2022, a warrant was issued for BlueFace, real name Jonathan Porter's, arrest after he allegedly fired multiple rounds at a man who made a joke at his expense outside a Las Vegas strip club.
Oh,
While
this
exiting the venue
situation.
later around 4 a.m., Trailer made a joke about how BlueFace had been talking to a few women in a cheap vehicle. Said an initial report on the warrant, a group of men he believed to be part of Porter's entourage then struck Trailer multiple times, the arrest warrant said. Surveillance footage from the strip club also showed Trailer being beaten. He attempted to leave in his truck when Porter allegedly produced a firearm and fired at least 2 times at the vehicle. Initially charged with attempted murder, Trailer told his side of the story while it was still an open case.
A guy hit me. I said, all right, I'm about to beat your ass. I pulled up my pants. I got ready to fight. And next thing I know, I'm getting jumped. And honestly, it all started because of a shirt I had on. I just had on a Playboy bunny shirt. That's how all of this started. They thought I was from a rival gang or something. Didn't press me, didn't do any of that, you know what I mean, inside the club or even outside the club. Just hit me. I guess he had said some slurs to me, but since I don't gang bang, I didn't pick him up, you know what I mean? I'm just walking in my car.
Following the attack, BlueFace took a plea deal, which meant that he was sentenced to 3 years probation, is banned from owning drugs, alcohol, and weapons, and is not allowed to be in Las Vegas unless it's for work. At one point, it seemed like Blue got away pretty much scot-free. Aside from an awkward selfie that Trailer took, the LA rapper must have thought that he got off light in comparison to the considerable jail time he could have been hit with. But it turns out that Trailer was only one piece of the puzzle, and now it's his pockets that are in serious jeopardy. Remember how I explained how this attack took place in a strip club? Well, the club's owner filed a lawsuit claiming that as a direct result of BlueFace's negligence, willful, and or reckless conduct, the club's license were revoked. And in retaliation, they were going to take Blue for everything he had. Unfortunately, Mr. @BlueFace Baby decided to bring gang-related activities to our establishment and put all of our girls out of business and ruin the #1 urban spot in Las Vegas. They wrote on IG after everything went down. "Mr. BlueFace, we have lawyered up and make 100% sure that he either spends the rest of his life in prison or he is going to pay us until the day he leaves this earth." Originally, BlueFace was ordered to pay $13 million to the club to cover lost venue, lease charges, and lost wages. But it's recently been revealed that figure has risen to an estimated $14 million now that the interest has been added on. But things have still continued to get worse for BlueFace, as now, a lifetime of antagonizing his baby mamas has led to a probation violation. Jaden got him one charge, Rock got him one that violated the other, said BlueFace's mom as the news came to light. That's why it's so quiet, praying everyone now understands why I didn't want them together, because parents want the best for their children. Left with legal drama piling up and his list of enemies that rival anyone in hip-hop, BlueFace could be in for a difficult time, both financially and personally. But when you consider how much joy he's taken in tormenting other people, it's hard not to wonder if he might have had it coming.
I mean, the truth really be told, he did have it coming. He had that shit coming, man. Like, to now owe $14 million, file for bankruptcy, you know, no money coming in. You spending a lot of money out at this rate. Yeah, it's not looking too good for you, gang. You know? So I think before it is that he went into, or he surrendered himself for this. I think that he was gonna do like another show on like Zeus or something like that. But needless to say, it is like, you know, you put yourself in those situations. So I don't really necessarily I don't feel too bad. But all right, hey, listen, Luista, I think that's how you pronounce your name. W video.